Bledsoe, and it's Adams in at the 5. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Rose is out there with Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. Bledsoe passes to Williamson. Ingram outside to the left side wing. And it's Williamson missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Rose in the post, guarded by Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rose kicks to Robinson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Here's Williamson. Lays it up off the glass.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Barrett. The 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Redick surveying the D. The pass to Williamson. Randall with some nice D. New York with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. Now, here's Barrett, covered by Redick.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Jacks up a 3. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
And so New York calls timeout, their first.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Randall. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rose passes to Harkless. Back to Rose. Can they get it? Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Redick for 3. And Harkless pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Rose can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Bledsoe outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Rose goes in. Robinson passes to Randall. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Bledsoe. No good there. And New York the other way now. Outside Rose. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, absolutely fearless. And this is one thing you can say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
Bledsoe against Rose. Now here's Ingram. Not a lot of room. 2 points. That one goes.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Rose. On the money with the shot from the left block. Rose has got his second basket.
Everything in rhythm that time, Kevin. When Rose is confident with the jumper, he can be so dangerous.
Ingram outside. Robinson with the block. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
Both free throws good from Randall. And here are the Pelicans now. Here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Redick finds Bledsoe. Puts it up from 12. Tries again. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Rose. Rose back up. Robinson, that's good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Redick. Back to Bledsoe. That shot, no good. Nice tee from Rose.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans leading by 3. Passes it to Williamson. Adams outside. Near the 3-point line, it's Bledsoe. Offensive rebound. Adams' shot is good.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Rose against Bledsoe. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
The 10-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Doris, you think about the anchor of this team, Steven Adams just holds it down in the middle.
Oh, Steven Adams does so much, but it all starts on the defensive end with this guy. He takes away so much space on the interior. He is commanding on the backboards. He contests shots. Everything you could hope for, Steven Adams brings.
That one misses. Doris, Adams a terrific player on the floor, but you know what? He's a great teammate as well. They always talk about the great chemistry he brings to the Thunder.
And anyone who's had a conversation with Steven Adams knows he is quite a character. This guy is so easygoing. He's fun. I think he brings a great vibe to the locker room.
To the inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
That free throw good from Williamson. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts, being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Outside, Redick. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Redick's got 7.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Harkless, covered by Redick. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. And here are the Pelicans. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Outside, Redick. Ball's knocked loose. Shoots from the baseline. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Looking now at some numbers for Rose. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 18 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Good on the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Look, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Knocks it loose. Williamson with it. 9 points in the game so far. 6 to shoot. Redick against Portis. Here's Williamson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Harkless has got 4 rebounds in this game. 1:25 left in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. 1:24 left in the first. Pelicans leading by 15. And Reddick kicks to Adams. And there's the pass to Reddick. Rose against Ball. Adams taking his time here. Shot clock at 5. Reddick inside the line. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Robinson with the block. Now, here's Barrett. Defense is right there. Great D that time from Reddick.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Ball against Portis. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Over Rose. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Reddick against Rose. Pass to Portis. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
And so much attention drawn by Rose, he knows how to exploit that to create for his guys.
And here's Reddick over to the left wing. Here's Ball. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Pelicans ahead as they end the first quarter with a huge surge. An 18-6 run. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right, Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Alfred Payton is out there with Trier. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Noel in at the 5 down low. They're the group New York will start the second with. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
I think Alfred Payton has exciting potential. He's got unbelievable defensive instincts and work habits. He just needs to develop a little bit more on the offensive end.
And the second free throw, good. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
2.
First one falls for him.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking. They refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. Passes it to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Outside, Redick lets it fly. They grab their own miss. Favors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
2.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Derek Favors. He had a strong showing last season. 9th in shooting percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Here's Trier. Payton outside. Here's Trier, covered by Redick. Trier, that's good. Trier's got his second basket of the night.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Williamson dishes to Ingram. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Clock at 4. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Intelligent at realizing when to pull that mid-range jumper. Ingram is starting to figure it out offensively.
And the rejection by Favors. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Payton against Ball. Payton passes to Portis. Here's Harkless. Just 5 on the clock.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
And the wide open shot from Redick. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Here's Trier. Drops in the layup for 2. Trier's got 8 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Now, here's Ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. Redick finds Ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Clock at 6. It's Ingram on the wing, defended by Portis, and it goes down 2 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Trier. He's got 8. New York needs to get off a shot. No good from Payton.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
They get it again. Favors. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass, Kevin.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You hear these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Here's Ball, and it's blocked. Now Payton. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Williamson. Tries again, and Ingram finishes inside. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter.
Kind of see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Left side, Gibson. He can't get it to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. Outside, Redick. Ingram outside. Here's Favors. Off with the layup. Knicks trail by 21. Here's Trier. No one near Payton as he lets it go. New York, no good that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Favors. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Favors got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Takes the 13-footer. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Ball with it. He has 5. Redick, a good look. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Pelicans leading by 21. Ball feeling it out a bit. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Noel with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And there it is for him. And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Trier. And the rejection by Favors.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Ball. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Trier from long range. Kept alive by New York. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Gibson's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Taj Gibson has built his NBA game on his ability to rebound the basketball consistently. What a great nose for it he has.
Here's Ball. Knocked away. Gibson with the steal. Out left to the wing. Payton passes to Gibson. Back to Payton. Stolen by Ball. And stolen by Payton. Trier from long range. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's New York with it. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to Atlanta. There's the pass to Trier. New York moving the ball around. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Payton against Ball. No good again that time.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Harkless dishes to Noel. Gibson up top. Here's Trier, covered by Reddick. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Trier, no good. New Orleans leading by 18. Ingram with it. Guarded now by Harkless. And it's Ingram missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That free throw good from Williamson.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Randall's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Barrett comes in for Harkless. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Alonzo Trier. Both good from the line that time. Knicks trail by 18. Rose surveying the D. That one doesn't drop. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Randall brings the double team. Pass to Reddick. Now Williamson. Back to Reddick. Shoots the three. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Here's Payton. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
The dogged defense from Mr. Bledsoe, twice on the pipes.
Reddick bounce pass. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New Orleans sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half.